Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, interwebs? Welcome to the Out of Order Show. My name, as always, is Michael, aka the local boy, aka he wanted to be a YouTuber. He wanted to be a YouTuber. Anyways, what's going on, everybody? Just letting y'all know that I'm expecting people to pop in here in a sec. So with all that being said, I'm just gonna introduce y'all and we're gonna just talk it out. Yo, sorry about that. I did do the intro and stuff. Hello.
What's up? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was like, oh God, is my computer not working? I thought I couldn't hear you. But anyways, yeah, man, I just want to start off by saying that this fucker right here is the one that got me into Chainsaw Man.
Uh-huh.
And I wish I could do the exact same thing that Dingy did in that late night call. I wish I just would have hung up on you and never read Chainsaw Man.
Wait, which one?
Oh, you're the one. It was like a late night. We were just hanging out in Discord and you're like, dude, so I've been reading this manga called Chainsaw Man, and then you described it to me and I was like, what the fuck is this? What are you smoking?
Oh. No, I mentioned it. I was just like, oh yeah, it's just like, and it's like this manga I just started reading called Chainsaw Man. It's just a dude who's like, yeah, I'm a chainsaw.
Yeah.
It was very on the nose, you know. It's like one of those funny animes. Like, I got kicked out of the group, but I have a triple S rank tier skill.
Yeah.
I don't know. So now I'm plotting my revenge. But this was just like, he's a chainsaw man.
Yeah.
And he has a chainsaw. It's like, oh, okay.
If you would have told me it was the same guy that did Fire Punch, I would have immediately been like, oh, okay. Which that should have been my red flag right there. That should have
By the
been.
way, you ever heard of this game called Subway Surfers, dude? It's fucking sick,
Oh my
dude.
God. Oh my God. So,
it's over. He got his. The only thing is, what happened to the one guy?
there's no more one guy. There's no more nothing. It's all gone. It's all done.
There's the. Oh my God, the what's it called?
It don't matter. It's all done.
God, I'm brain farting.
So which part are we talking about then?
Oh, he's I don't know. He's talking about a dude that is irrelevant now. There's no point.
Yeah.
No, the black-haired guy who's like, hey.
The one with the
Just
octopus.
You know how little the
No, he's the guy with the fox.
That's
Oh,
like three
Aki,
guys
or
with
is it no?
Oh,
wait.
Aki.
Yeah, Aki.
Yeah, he's like the friend who like.
Yeah, he
I just
doesn't
wanted to have
die
a normal
apparently,
life.
or actually, we don't
He
see him.
doesn't die in this universe.
Well, we don't even see him.
Well, you know what?
'Cause he's not part of-
You know what it is? His brother probably never died, so he never.
No,
died,
I think everything is the same up until Denji and Pucci make a pact. So the Gun Devil
mean,
did appear, killed all those people.
Mm. We don't know that, like, even. You know?
That okay.
You know, it's something,
I want to start off by
something funny.
I want to start by saying this is a fucking this is either the most like what I've been screaming about Fujimoto for the last 2.5 years, which is that he actually hates being a mangaka artist and was secretly wanting to be a YouTuber this whole time.
Yeah, I remember it.
Like, I've been screaming that conspiracy theory forever, but he was just so successful. He's just like, fuck, I have to continue doing mangaka because everybody loves my shit. And like, it's either him just being like, that's it, I'm done. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel on the side. I'm gonna start, like, I'm not gonna promote that on Fujimoto. I'm just gonna like do it on the side and like try to do organically and not try to use his clout. Or this is like the biggest setup to
Season
like
3?
well so I'm pulling these articles out. So Viz Media confirmed, which is the publisher, confirmed that there is no part 3.
Yeah, no, this is straight up like the ending.
Yeah, this is the ending to Chainsaw Man, but this is like I said, we have to take everything with a grain of salt because Fujimoto he's very heavily Western. He's a Westaboo, much like Kojima.
Yeah.
He is a Westaboo, so he loves the rug. He loves like the Western rug pull and like that sort of nature of storytelling.
He likes M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, he's a Westaboo. He loves. I
M.
mean,
Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
yeah.
Speaking of Western booze, like I'm just gonna pivot on the side. Have you seen Steel Ball Run yet? It's pretty good.
Seen what?
Steel Ball Run.
Oh no. So I want to watch it. I have to like prepare myself for it. I've been a JoJo stan all the way up to Steel Ball Run because when I finally read the end of Jolene's story and then it was like, oh, spoiler by the way, universe
Whoa.
reset.
It's
Like,
surprisingly, it's very on topic.
yeah, it's like, I was like, I don't like this because then it makes it makes Jotaro's journey. It makes my favorite JoJo, which is the village.
Validates you.
Part
5.
Do you think that's erased? Do you think that's erased?
Well, continue spoiler.
isn't.
It is not erased because after Steel Ball Run, it goes to Mario and there's another version of the same. Is it Josuke? Yeah, there's another Josuke. There's another Killer Queen.
Koichi's a girl in that one.
Yeah, like it does continue, but it just doesn't, like, the village of Mario and everything that happened in that like town was so special to me. I love that story so much, but then the canon reset really kind of threw me off. So I'm like, do I want to watch Steel Ball Run knowing that we are living in a false universe? Or
I mean, to be fair, it's not really a false universe so much as the fact it's the universe after the Joestar or Joestar family left it, basically.
yeah, which
'Cause
means
Dio,
what's
because
Dio1?
Dio got defeated. Perfect.
Yeah, and I don't like the fact that Dio won.
I mean, did he?
He got rid of the Joestar family.
I mean, not really, because they still exist. They
But they're
still
not-
are. They just don't. Only part 1 through 5 still happen. It's just that Pucci doesn't exist. So part 6 is the only one that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
I'm a defender of this
Yeah.
ending. I love that ending, genuinely.
Okay, are we talking about JoJo or are we talking about Chainsaw Man?
JoJo.
Okay, well, first of all, JoJo hasn't ended yet. It has not ended.
I was talking about part 6. basically.
Oh, part
The-
6.
the
I,
game.
like I said, I like Jolene so much, and then everything about Jolene's struggle was basically kind of like evaporated.
I mean, yeah.
So
But anyway, we're talking about Chainsaw Man. We're
well, no,
clearly talking about
this
Leon,
is
sorry.
kind of topical where it's like these. I don't. Oh God, what it's it. Let's
They're
see.
similar. In some
Jojo
ways.
Maker. I forget his name.
Araki.
God, what is it?
Hirohito Araki.
Yeah, Araki. Yeah.
Hold up.
I think. Okay, so Araki obviously is, and this is something I posted in my Fifth Conspiracy Discord. And I think
Mhm.
as creators, we wear influences on our sleeve. So JoJo was originally supposed to be a knockoff of what's it called? The what's his face? The no, but the
Kenshiro.
yeah,
Fist of the
Kenshiro.
Nostra.
Yeah. So, but then obviously it took on its own, it evolved and took on its own form. And then he became inspired by the happenings of fashion and music, which is why a lot of the stands are inspired by music and all that jazz. And it's like the evolution of a creator is fine, but like this is so abrupt. This is so, and I'm talking about Chainsaw Man. This is very just like I said, it just like there's a, it kind of feels like
There's no
Lost,
build-up.
where the story had to end because the writers in the room couldn't wrap everything up. They're just like, and that's kind of how, like, that's how Lost, the reason why Lost will go down as one of the most disappointing series that had like this really great, like, you know, beginning canon. And they kind of say like, look, everybody's story is here, but we're focusing on Jack. Jack is the main character. So we're ending, you're seeing Jack's ending, and we're seeing Jack's story wrap up. But everybody else who's in the church, their stories are connected. So, but you'll never see them because this was always about Jack. And then it's like, but then why did you introduce all these characters, and why did they have all these like pivotal plot points that were like important to the island? And that's like why it goes down as like one of the worst like series that like had like a great promise, which is why J.J. Abrams kind of springboard off that to like launch his filming career, because anyways, which is why also, by the way, the guys who did The Lost, this is kind of like the DNA, you know, they went on to do The Last of Us, and they're trying to do, the same writer that did Last of Us is the same writer that did Lost. Let me see. Lost head writer.
No, that makes a bit of sense.
David, is it David Lindelof? And then he did, no, he did Watchmen and The Leftovers. Was it this guy who did?
That awful HBO series?
I'm trying to see who did. That's Bates Motel. I know one of the writers of Lost went on to do The Last of Us, but I could be wrong.
Do you mean the TV show or like the game?
No, the TV show.
Oh.
The Last of Us.
I say it's easy to just.
Let's just see flat out. I am not going to go to the past of the game. Where is this fucking article at? That's Neil Druckmann talking about it. But anyways, I'm getting off track. Here.
As usual.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
You know,
The point is
I
of
feel
the
difficult.
whole is that there was like all these different plots that were happening, like the death famine switcheroo, like all the shit escaping hell, like everything was just kind of spiraling out of control, which was like the point because it was supposed to be the end times. And then he just fucking flushes it all down the toilet, and I'm just like, this is just bad storytelling.
Yeah. Like building everything and then just doing it anything else
Yeah.
with it.
just to say, like, look, I can't do this anymore, or some, I don't know what. But then like there's this panel where Puchita's heart is still there, which is why I'm thinking this is a rug pull.
Like what I see it as is like this is an okay place to end it, but everything for setup for part 3 is there, basically.
But I don't think this is gonna. I don't think it's gonna be a part 3. I think it's going to be
A new series.
we're doing a new series, and with the new series, we're going to essentially we're gonna live in the world of Chainsaw Man, but it won't be Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
Like past the 2000s, like maybe even a modern day version of like what the Devils are doing in modern time.
Because isn't it based in the 90s or whatever?
Yeah, it's based in the 90s.
Yeah.
So
Surprisingly, also since Puchita doesn't exist in this universe, spoilers by the way. Basically, the net is still existed in this one, so it's a regular timeline, not in history-wise.
I don't. I just don't.
So
I
the
don't-
Soviet Union doesn't exist in this time, so Reset probably has a regular life. So when?
I'm just trying to figure out why Fujimoto would do all this. Like, there has to be a plan. Like,
I mean, I remember reading like one time he said that he wanted to leave his readers thinking like, huh, was that it? After reading like part 2. I remember that.
but okay, my other argument is that it could have just ended. It could have ended so beautifully after the part 1 process, and like everything about the ending was perfect. It was like there's
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
it what? Like, they didn't need to introduce war and famine and death. They didn't need to introduce all these elements to like create it like one of the things I hated the most about Denji's character was that it's sort of like he was not
You want to jerk off and anything about his tits, dude?
oh my
Fucking
god, shut up.
Don't talk about myself like that.
That's you, dude, not me.
That's you, not me. I just, it seemed like he grew up so much at the end of quote unquote part 1, especially with the whole like eating Makami and then taking the girl under his wing and like taking the advice of the other Devil Hunter guy, which is like, how are you going to prevent her from like turning into like the new Makami? And he's like, oh, with hugs, with like love. Like, I'm like, it was so heartfelt, and like it just felt like a natural conclusion to like all of the suffering that Denji had gone through. And then we just went right back into the grinder with this part 2 bullshit. And I've always felt like there was something off every time I'd finish reading it, and I'd be like, huh, why does this feel forced? Why is this why does this like not match up to like the vision of like what got people into Chainsaw Man in the first place?
Mhm.
And like, I don't know. I feel like I've been talking too much. Somebody take over. I'm
I
just
was
going to
gonna say
be.
Yeah, no.
it is kind of the it's becoming a trope, like the end of the anime or manga or whatever. It's just like, and then they rewrote the universe, and then it never happened, you know, like NGE did that with their ending. They're like, and there's no Evangelions now.
Except there is. Because
Except there
there's
is
a new series coming.
Yoko Taro. Yoko Taro's making an Ava.
How they're gonna do Evas?
Hashtag not my canon.
No, but that's the joke. That was the theory for the last 20 years, was that there are multiple timelines happening, and at the end of Ava they confirmed it. They're like, yes, every single Ava, every single spinoff they're all connected. The visual novel, the 64 video game, the manga,
canon, and all of them are canon.
yeah, they're all canon.
That fucking ad with Morgento because of the third impact, because he's shaved.
Yeah,
That's canon.
it's canon. It's all canon.
I know it was because the only thing constant in all those universes was Quarry, right?
Yeah. The fifth or the 11th angel, Karu.
Yeah,
He-
he's like the one that's across all universes.
Yeah, he is.
He keeps his memories.
Yeah, he's the
They're in a loop.
yeah he's the sentient being that's like, "Ah, here we go again," and you see
Man,
all his
imagine having
coffins.
to resolve Imagine that you have to resolve fucking Shinji every single reset.
Oh,
That
but
would
he
be
loves
hell.
it. He loves doing it. The thing
Oh,
is,
no. Yeah, but imagine
thing is-
anyone else.
And-
Imagine anyone else.
the problem is that if he had a human mind, he would have broke. But he's an ascended
Yeah.
being, so he, in every timeline, he is like, oh, I know my role. I know God's plan. I know why I'm here.
He said
And-
it. God's plan.
Yeah,
Fucking third impact.
God's plan.
God's plan. And Drake, shout out to Drake.
Certified lover boy.
Yeah, you don't want to shock him.
I know, but like, just I'm starting like, okay, so like, there's all these people who have been like praising, like, oh, dude, I would never, like, you know, Masako Tensei ending peak, like all these different animes that like had these peak endings, and I'm like, I mean, they're not wrong. It's just I thought like Chainsaw Man would be one of the pantheons that would end on like I don't even need a good ending, just an ending that would feel satisfactory.
Yeah, this ending, to be honest, feels more like if the fans wrote it, you know?
No,
Like, it doesn't feel like Chainsaw Man that much,
but like,
but I feel like that's on purpose, you know?
so like, you know what this feels like to me? Like 100%. Like, and because it's just the era that's happening right now. It feels like how you take an established series and you're like, guess what, guys? Twilight is going to have 2 movies at the end. It's going to be part 1 and part 2. Harry Potter part 1, part 2. Attack on Titan part 1, part 2. Like, I feel like if there is something that is going to wrap this up, I feel like it's going to be, like I said, this other thing, this other thing that exists inside the Chainsaw Man universe that isn't Chainsaw Man. Or this is all a ruse, and there is going to be something, and it is going to be Denji fighting back, or Pucci fighting back, and like this is all just like a veil. This is all just like, oh, the what if veil, but then there is like a canon reality, and then like Pucci's gonna be like, hey, we got, you know, I made a mistake.
I do find it funny that it's like they did the thing, the trope. Like, what is this? Some kind of chainsaw man?
Yeah, exactly.
They did it twice.
They
and
did
I
it.
loved
So funny. He's like, "Oh, what do you like, Chainsaw Man?" And then
Yeah.
it's like, "Oh, you get it, guys, because he's got a chainsaw."
Because he fights with a chainsaw. And then he's like, hey, Power, give me a weapon. Oh, what do you want, Vegetate? Give me a
Well,
chainsaw, man.
I used an axe, but you know what? Give me le chainsaw, le me when I use.
Yeah. But like that's like here's the
Which means Kuchira wasn't even the chainsaw devil. What was he?
well yeah, and they never even like they didn't even
That's some tinfoil shit right there.
like they're like, oh, the Flame Devil is the other Chainsaw Man. It's like that doesn't make sense. They never expand.
That didn't even feel real.
Yeah,
it
it
was like a fake.
It was like all these people are turning to Chainsaw Man because the fear of fire. Like it just was like
No, it was because they were venerating him, I think.
Dude, what if he's the memory devil, dude?
I. So like
I'd be more inclined to be like maybe the birth devil, because
Well-
remember chainsaws were made for helping pregnant women get birth.
and I wanted to tell my audience that you put me onto that. You're the one that like gave me the deep lore about how
Like, you're to blame.
that you're like, oh no, like the chainsaw was used or like the old-fashioned chainsaw was used for like birthing purposes, which is why like eating the representation of the Chainsaw Man eating something is like you said, the death and rebirth of stuff.
Yeah, plus also the fucking his how do you say, his scarf is basically a umbilical cord.
Yeah. And so like you put me onto that and I was like, that is deep. I didn't think Fujimoto would tap into that level of like the lore set. And it's but like maybe like someone else talk. I gotta process my thoughts real quick.
Yeah,
It's all right, dude.
yeah, no, this
not
ending
alright,
is making everyone
But it's all right.
everyone think for a while.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man. But honestly, overall, I am overall satisfied with this ending, but I do have a few disappointments. Like, I didn't expect Power to just show up again.
Okay.
Like,
I
because fucking Power told us last part that she would be a different person.
yeah, she'd be different.
And I was like, oh, maybe we're gonna have like a mini arc where Denji fucking reminds her what kind of friendship they had, and it's not going to be the same Power, but it's gonna be like, oh, you were my friend before, we're gonna be friends now. Something kind of like in fucking Avatar with like the reincarnations, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, and then they also had the new version of the Control Devil.
Yeah, and we
Oh, yeah,
wait,
like-
what?
and we
You know,
thought
I actually like that. I actually really like that because
that they just killed her
think
off
about it for a
and
second, because no, because in a world without Chainsaw Man, there's no Makima.
Oh, that's true.
but
So
like
that's why I also think that like you look at other things that may have happened because of it. You have to see like, all right, well, how far does this butterfly effect go?
I mean, as I said before, like the Nazis still existed then.
and
Oh,
the,
yeah,
and the
that-
nuclear
that-
bombs and everything else
Yeah.
that and AIDS, I think.
Also
Didn't he-
AIDS.
Yeah, AIDS.
And also a few things that don't exist in our world.
Like I which is like I have like
Which is crazy.
that's why I believe this is all a ruse. This is all a plot, but like the fact that the publisher is like in on it and like they're that they're like there's like a corporate chain of like so like following like the news, right? The news story last week it broke that it would end soon, but there was no like confirmation of when it was gonna end. But today was the abrupt end. So, and I know like Viz Media is just the American branch of Shonen, or at least like the what they put out here in America is Viz Media. So like think about like his whole editing staff, the people that work at Shonen, the people who like fucking Mappa, who are trying to put out the anime right now. They just got off with a very successful movie. Like all these people have to be like told, like it's a cascading effect that waves throughout the industry. Like why stop the machine so abruptly? It makes no sense.
The industry itself is a problem. I feel like Fujimoto did feel burnout like at the end, you know?
Yeah, and I mean he's addressed the issue. I mean, looking back, is that whole movie is like why the manga industry sucks. The movie,
right?
But like,
I love that movie. But it's like, goddamn, man, it's like an honest look.
So like, but that's what I'm trying to get at. It's like there is a lot of moving parts, and Fujimoto has an obligation to not to his fans, but to the like. Obviously, we know that a lot of people have left Fujimoto and gone on to create their own successful mangaka, like Dan and Hell's Paradise, and what was the other one? There's another one. God, I forget what the other one was, but the point is that like,
wasn't it Kaiju number 8 or something?
Was it Kaiju number 8? I don't know, but
I think so.
It like there's, like I said, there's a system to these things, so it should have been months. We should have been told about the end of this months ago. So I don't think this is the end. Like I cannot believe
it's a fake out.
If this is not a fake out, then he is the most entitled, I don't know what's worse, abruptly ending a mangaka or being on hiatus for fucking ever. I don't actually know which is more worse.
No, being on hiatus.
I don't want to be Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, dude. Hiatus x hiatus, please, mercy. Or Berserk, fucking hell, bro.
It's coming back this October.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but then when? Is it gonna be a bunch of patches again, or is it gonna be like?
I don't know. That I don't know.
I hope the dude is better, because like, goddamn, dude. This industry kills.
Yeah.
Kills its artists.
I just like, I'm looking at this final panel, and this whole last chapter just screams of fake out, because like everybody's been like, Power's a fan favorite, and she was completely ignored in this whole second part. Like we had that one.
Oh fucking dude. The whole Power reunion thing was like the thing I was expecting the most, and that's like the thing that disappointed me the most. But like, I like the overall.
It's
I
like,
gotta support it.
Like, and the fact that like it's not Makima, it's the other girl, and then
I do like that, because as I said, like, Makima doesn't exist because Chainsaw Man doesn't exist also.
Yeah. It's just like it's like all the beats are there. Like he uses a chainsaw. Like there's the bump.
What is this, some kind of chainsaw?
Yeah. It's so corny. It, like I said, it feels like I made this
literally Chainsaw Man without Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it.
And it's not even that this, like I made in the beginning of the broadcast, the comparison to Lost. This feels like the last episode of Lost, where it's
maybe Chainsaw Man was a friend we made along the way.
Friends we made along the way. Damn.
Man, can you imagine like Dude, fucking Chainsaw Man and One Piece were like the two series I'm following right now, and like, can you imagine One Piece has a ending like this? Can you imagine the fallout?
Apparently, it's got another 2,000 chapters left, so I wouldn't count on it.
What?
We've come this far with One Piece.
Have you seen the actual insanity that is the what's his face? Ono is like, oh yeah, I wrote the last piece and I threw it in the river, or I threw it in the ocean.
Oh yeah.
And then there was like these people who like
and
broke
people fucking
down.
found it.
Yeah, they were like, oh, we think we have the exact coordinates of it. We need to spend like $100,000 a day in order to like, dude. They're like,
Yeah, no, fucking dude. Imagine fucking Oda pulls it back like them.
there's like they
I think it's like
broke
3
down
minutes
this
pretty
whole stat chart of like how much it costs to rent a boat, to get a crew, to like sweep the bottom of the bay that he would have thrown it down. Like, it's insane, dude.
People are just crazy. Fair.
They are crazy, but I mean, like, it reminds me of there's a really powerful book series called the Dark Tower series by Stephen King, and like in one of his forewords, he talks about how there was a guy who was on death row, and he was like, I need to know the ending. I need to know the ending to Roland's journey. Like, you haven't finished like the book series. Like, you have all these short stories, but like you haven't finished it. So when are you going to finish it? And like, he straight up said like, not gonna tell you, buddy.
Yeah.
And like part of me thinks it's like, I don't think Stephen King knows. And I think the creator of One Piece, I don't think he knows. I think he's lying.
He's a big, tall, he's a fucking teller of tall tales.
Yeah.
Just not all of them, apparently.
Like, I 100%, like you just said it, but I 100% believe it's like the One Piece is the journey along the way. Like,
He straight up confirmed it's not that. Thankfully, he confirmed that like years ago.
But it could just be a fake out, because I am starting to understand. So I just got done watching a bunch of movies that were part of the Academy. It was award season, so I just went and watched a bunch of Academy nominated movies, and I was like, all of them are good in their own rights, right? But like the one that stood out to me, which I adore and love, was Sinners. And
I haven't seen that movie, but I want to. I've heard only good things.
It is the saddest horror story. And I don't mean sad as in like bad sad. I mean like literally like you'll cry during a horror movie.
Yeah.
It's the saddest horror movie I've ever watched. But like part of that process of like the director and the writer of Sinners collaborate with Michael B. Jordan. And Michael B. Jordan has been trying to like red pill the movie industry into accepting anime. And like when he directed Creed 3, he had literally like what's the boxing anime called? Hippo?
Hajime no Ippo.
Yeah, Hippo. Like he tried to like copy the like work of that particular anime into Creed 3. And like I am starting, and I never wanted to ever admit this, but because of this fake. If this is not a fake out, I think that this would solidify, and this is not true for all anime, but the majority anime is cartoons and it's for kids, and they're not art. And that would be a real sadness to me that he just phoned it in. It's just
nothing.
He just phoned it in for nothing. So he just treated like that's how cartoon, like literally some cartoon series just end like that. They just end like that because they got to end, because the next wave, like the next generation of like afternoon cartoon series are out. Like Gargoyles didn't end on like anything spectacular, or Like, Hey Arnold didn't end on anything spectacular, or like Rugrats didn't end anything. Like, it would just solidify. It's like, oh, that's the
I thought
level.
they had a movie. No, they grew up.
They grew, well, that was like the bad CBS, like when CB or Paramount owned Cartoon Network, and they're like, oh, we have these IPs. Why don't we expand upon them? Like Doug going into high school and Rugrats growing up. It's like those don't really count because those are just like nostalgia bait. It's like the Aladdin 2 and 3 movie don't count either.
I don't even know what those movies were. I just saw the first one and I'm like, wait, there's 2 more?
Yeah.
Wait, there's a third one?
Of Aladdin?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a third Aladdin movie.
Oh, damn.
know,
The King of it's literally the King of Thieves.
Yeah, there you go.
That
The
is
King of Thieves
Aladdin's
comes
dad.
in. And then Return of Jafar.
I
which
actually
is
like that one, honestly.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. That was the second one. The second movie. I guess the second movie is technically canon. In the
Like, did you know they had a Mulan too?
No, that I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Dude,
no, that I like. My
fucking-
sister and I actually really like them.
But
Dude,
that's what I'm trying to say is like
Trash.
at this point, like anime is starting to feel like I want to consider anime like a very powerful art form. Like I truly believe it is a transformative art form that like the Western audience has not like there's like anime is like way more mainstream than it's ever been, but like like K-pop Demon Hunter won best like adaptation, and I was like, why? But it's like, but Godzilla Zero won last year, but looking back, didn't even get a nom. Like that is like such a phenomenal. Like every artist, like Pixar artist, Disney artist, fucking DreamWorks artist, any artist that's ever had to pick up a pen and draw something, if they watched that movie, they would have been like, dude, Academy Award winner right there. Like, god damn, this is such a fucking.
Remember that the fucking Academy doesn't even watch the movies anymore. Like that's a thing.
I think they do. I because obviously, like I said, like K-pop Demon Hunter was such a phenomena that they could not ignore it. They tried to ignore it. They tried to be like, oh, it's a Netflix thing, it doesn't count. And they tried. They really tried, but it was so powerful. It was so like everybody in the world was singing Golden that they were like, fine, we will.
You know, together we're golden. Oh, I'm done hiding. Now I'm shining like I'm born to be.
Is it crazy I still haven't seen that movie?
But that's what I'm saying. It's like they couldn't ignore that. But yet looking back, I'm not gonna say got snubbed, but I think if they would have, if that, because like on the same point, 2 years prior, fucking what's his face, Miyazaki's fucking movie,
the Boy and the Stork.
Yeah, The Boy in the Stork, that won. So obviously they are not ignoring artistic anime. They clearly are not. But like, I don't know. It just.
Well, it's percentages, right? Like you look at something like Avatar, and that was considered like a Saturday cartoon, but then it had a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yeah, I actually had to. I've done a big. I used to hate Avatar, and I still kind of do hate Avatar.
How dare you, dude?
But I like Avatar.
It's like anime.
I actually like Avatar now, but I like Korra's. I like the last part of Avatar and Korra's story more.
Damn, really? That's like super.
People say, I was gonna say that's kind of it is because people always say that like
Korra, yeah, Korra. Sorry,
you're saying it wrong.
Yeah, I said Korra, but it was Korra.
You said Poochie too.
Korra is the one from Undertale.
Anyways, people say it's like the opposite because she's just a really like.
Oh no, she's a complete fuck up, which is like okay. Another side tangent.
You relate.
She's the worst Avatar according
You
to the series
relate
itself.
to it because you're a fuck up.
No, so Aang had never succeeded at being the Avatar if he didn't have the world's best earthbender, a phenomenal waterbender, literally the second in line to the entire nation, who is also a master firebender, and Zuko.
Well, that's because he's the main character.
But no, like,
And also, to be fair, he also had to travel to all those fucking places
but like, what?
to like
We don't
find
talk about
everyone.
boss. We don't talk about bossing. So.
Boss, there is no war in
Bro,
Boss
you
Sing
don't
Se.
know about the crimes. You don't know what the crimes committed in Boston say.
So
We
like,
don't talk about bossing. Say.
but like, the entire the success of Avatar and Aang, he was hanging out with prolific badasses that had to carry him across his own journey in order to finally find success. Like, but with
Yeah, a hero's journey. What
Yeah.
do you mean?
but like Korra,
He had to train for it.
no, but
didn't have
Korra
to train for 3 of
Korra
them.
had
He
to.
had those from the start.
She didn't have any. Her retinue is a bunch of yappers. They're nobodies. Oh, a lava bender, a really smart gal, and a fire bender that knows some lightning bending. That's it. Like they're nobodies. They're literally just.
No, she's been training her whole.
Yes, but that's like the whole point, is that like you're it's supposed to be like, oh, she's so ready to be the Avatar, but then it's like, actually she's facing so many foes that are way beyond the Avatar's capacity that the other Avatars are like, we don't know what to do. We never had to face anything like this before. Aang was like, oh yeah, bloodbender. Yeah, that sucks. Like literally, he was like, yeah, that guy. But then the whole spirit world turning on the whole like planet, and like having to like defeat.
Didn't she also fucked that up too?
She
Oh, yeah.
essentially reset the path, like the descendants' path. Essentially, there are no more the knowledge that is being passed down. She had to give it all up in order to restore the spirit world and renew balance, which is why the next Avatar, not the movie, but the next Avatar series, is so fucking metal.
We
It's
don't talk about the
Very
movie.
super funny.
it's
It's gonna be super funny when the fucking kid asks to talk to any other of the other fucking
Yeah.
lives, and now Ankara is like
the only one.
Oh man, sorry about that.
Yeah.
we don't have.
And
we
it's
lost
set in a post-apocalyptic world, and everybody hates the Avatar.
That's normal though.
Very fun.
Everybody always hates
Yeah,
that
kinda.
Avatar. Why?
I mean,
Because it always feels
one
like
was
it's
war
one of those
propaganda.
tropes. It's like a very tropey thing to be like, and they hated him. It's like, why do they hate Jesus? Because he spoke the truth.
He spoke the truth. That's true. I mean, so like, what I'm trying to get at is like, like you said, it feels not real. It feels cartoonish. It feels like
yeah,
a
with
set.
circles is a big ass circle now.
Well, no, like Avatar originally, Dave Filoni worked on it, and he is all about the hero's journey. Like he want that, which is why he's in charge of Star Wars now. He loves the hero's journey. He is such a Lucas fanboy that he essentially just made Star Wars an Avatar. But and then he literally got picked up from Nickelodeon to work on the Clone Wars series. Like, Lucas was so impressed by Avatar that he was like, hey, I have this story. I want to continue. I have this other character named Ahsoka. Can you take the mantle of like bringing the Ahsoka
Then
story?
he heard the name, and then he heard the name, and like, and he was like, Ahsoka, I kind of like that.
Yeah, I like that. Exactly.
Soak him my balls, motherfucker.
Damn.
Damn.
This feels so lazy. It feels so, like you said, like Chainsaw Man.
What is this? Some kind of chainsaw man?
Yeah, it just feels so corny.
It's corny, but honestly, I kind of like it still.
But like, what is
it's-
there to like about it?
The fact that Denji is actually happy, and then Nasa
But he's
actually
not
gets a
happy,
chance at
he's-
a decent life.
Like the shout like I like we were all hoping for the reunion with Power. Power's my gal. She's the best gal.
Yeah, no, I love.
But
Power,
this
but
feels
I-
cartoonish. This is not the reunion I wanted. This is not.
It's even funnier than the Power says like, what is she? The control devil or something?
Oh yeah, she does. I think
Yeah.
she immediately goes like, "Oh, I think she might be the control
She
devil."
straight up.
Yeah, she like let's say it just feels a little like a wink, wink, a little too much on the nose. Like the whole thing, and then like her, like him running into, what's her name? Asa.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like him running into her and like her preventing from
going,
killing the
"Yes."
chicken devil. It just seemed
I actually really like it.
it just seems so like
he
you
had-
said, it's
he had to
forced.
put the chainsaw down.
It feels
I
all
mean,
forced, man.
I remember Asta saying like if she could go back to the past and change something with devil's power, she would.
Holy, you're
Yeah, you're roboting really bad.
You're roboting really bad. You're like,
Oh, she really?
Yeah.
yeah.
Can you hear me?
You're still kind of breaking
Hello?
up.
Another one bites the dust, but he's back. See, because just like Chainsaw Man, it's not really over.
It's
guys.
not really over, guys.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings.
All right.
What
Should I
does that
say
mean?
something?
So
Like- What happened?
Hello?
honestly,
I was gonna try to say something.
Well, we can hear you fine now.
Yeah.
oh yeah, cool. What was I saying? Fuck, I lost my train of thought.
I know, that's why I was like, oh, he's really gonna be mad when he forgets this in a few seconds.
Oh man, god damn it.
Well, anyways, it is a. I'll say this: I would have expected a better anime ending, but like, it's very Chainsaw Man, I guess you could say, without like.
It isn't though. This is un-Chainsaw Man like.
What do
Which
you
is honestly
mean?
something
His whole fucking
like I was
thing
saying.
is like,
It feels like
you see, he literally
it feels
was
like
like,
it was intentional.
what's that scene? He literally was like, yeah, you said you would have sex with me if I beat you, and I beat
See,
you.
that was the most Denji response
Oh, man.
ever.
That was no. That was. I was fucking disappointed. in
No, that was deep.
No.
That was peak Denji. Fuck.
No, my son. I was fucking Pochita, and that was fucking panel. I was like, no.
What's that meme where it's like gay son or thought daughter, and it's like like thought daughter or sex obsessed son.
Oh,
Thought
man,
daughter, gay
I
son.
love my son. I love my son.
He's funny though, man. He got a fucking handy in a fucking like.
That was
alleyway.
crazy. That
man,
was-
no, don't. That was fucking sad.
it was sad, but it was an artistic choice for sure. Which, like I said,
Yeah,
this whole
because it wasn't you, you fucking.
Imagine being the first mangaka isn't it
Yeah.
handy. That's a fucking.
like
Oh man.
I'm trying to like envision the storyboarding for the second part, because like I said, the first part was so like there are some bullshit
so
parts in
good.
the first one. They're definitely like Halloween is kind of bullshit.
Oh, the cosmic devil.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was one of my favorite parts.
Like-
Farah, why do you hate my favorite
like-
parts?
And then Makima
What-
just going full like Super Saiyan.
What was that devil that was like the that they met, not even intentionally, when they first went to hell? Was it the Darkness Devil?
Yeah, the Darkness Devil. But that's peak.
Darkness Devil.
That was
That was cool.
That
That was one of the coolest scenes in
Yeah, that
manga,
was-
like ever.
that was yes, 100%. Like
Because he fucking
Like they used
go
they
there.
used the fucking panels, dude, in that scene. It actually felt like you, like the reader.
Yeah, you
in
were
that
stuck there,
scenario
yeah.
also.
It
Like
is
the
funny
fact
'cause-
that he was using the arms of the people to make the panels themselves was crazy.
Yeah, that panel was always crazy because it was like all the astronauts were dead, and it's like, oh, because it's like space and it's
Yeah.
so dark and like
Yeah, like the last frontier, like the curiosity of humanity, and that kind of stuff.
yeah, like that's what I'm like. They
Like,
they
who you
made
knows how to do this?
What
shit.
part
They're like,
in this part 2 series did you feel met that level of storytelling? Name me one part.
surprisingly, the only thing that I can think of is when they go to hell. Like when the hell is empty, you know, that whole setup and didn't go anywhere else, except for something that I said that it was a setup for another setup that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Is it just went nowhere. It was like hell was empty because hell was
And then because hell was eaten by the bugs. And that's something that I learned actually. I actually really liked that because that was eliminated. All the bugs became like there was no process of elimination. There was no reason for survival of the fittest. So all the fucking bugs all those eggs just
Yeah.
hatched and left and made all those devils even stronger. That's why the fucking locust devil was kicking their ass.
and then like the fact that the one chick was there's multiple versions of her in every country.
The Fumiko links.
Yeah. Like
It's super funny that they had a like an actual reunion where they just talk and shit.
yeah. Like there's so many like it's, I want to reiterate this 'cause- and I feel like I'm just going to bring like this feels like Lost. And like
And
Lost ending was like I said is like they didn't it was not a fake out. It was this is the ending. We're gonna try to explain it to you in this last hour. Get fucked. Like
I haven't seen Lost. I just know that there was like a hatch, and it was like the ending was like a.
yeah, there's a smoke monster and there's like dude, all throughout the 2000s, like the early internet, like before 4chan got invaded by FBI's and Nazis, like
wasn't Portion like literally made by them?
no.
Fortnite? No, it was.
Oh
made
no,
by
wait,
that,
yeah, no, it was another dude, I forgot. But
No.
yeah, it was invaded, I forgot.
It was the guy.
Moot.
what's his name? Moot, yeah, fucking Moot. Every time
Yeah,
like
but-
you go on there, it's like, God damn it, this is Moot's fault.
Yeah. But like
he hasn't owned the website in like 10, 12 years.
Yeah.
And they're still like this fucking guy.
Yeah.
so like that was like the meme of like that internet culture was like all the Lost like theories and references, and like there was such a diehard
Everything-
fan base for it, and then it just ended and it was like what the fuck.
I remember that show, 24
Heroes.
and Heroes. That those three were like the like unholy trinity of like live shows.
But all
Or
that was
Walking
being
Dead too.
well, that was like the end of the writer's strike era. No, but the one show that beat all of them was Sopranos. But you had you but only rich people were allowed to watch because I didn't own HBO at that era of my life.
You didn't?
No,
I don't know. I feel
I-
like I've had HBO for so long. I
really. Yeah,
Crazy. I lived all my life with cable.
yeah. I didn't have cable until I was in college. No, I had basic cable, which went up to like channel 50 something, which gave me Cartoon Network. So I was able to watch like anime during the 90s. but I didn't actually get to watch like Showtime or HBO or like the Disney.
No, I didn't have Showtime.
What's your time?
I didn't get any of that until I was in college and I came back home, and my mom had DirecTV and she had HBO and Showtime and all that other stuff.
Showtime is basically like another kind of rival to HBO.
Yeah.
All right.
No, my Paramount now.
I remember their
Very
boxing. They used to have that's by the way one of the reasons we got HBO is because my dad mainly liked boxing,
Mm-hmm.
and they had boxing on the HBO every once in a while,
Yeah.
and then you could watch like some matches that were like popular,
Yeah.
but not popular enough to like pay-per-view them. So he would watch them there, and then I remember I used to watch movies there. I think I
It's
watched.
crazy how many movies that you see on cable you'll never see ever again.
Dude, I still remember the documentaries I've watched. I watched Generation Kill. That was
That was a great
series.
HBO series.
Yeah, that shit was funny, and it was like I even read the book too. How this guy's like, he's like a sniper, and he's like the third floor of a building, and then
Mhm.
like they're scouting out, right? They're kind of like looking around through the scope and trying to like this is in the book. I don't think it's in the show. And they're like scouting it and doing all this shit, and then this guy's like seeing someone's head pop up out of like a what do they call those things right outside of the rooms, like a
Door.
Like the
no, it's
like
an
atrium?
apartment building. It's like an apartment building, but they have those like outdoor like little yards, quote unquote,
like the patio area.
patio. Yeah, it's like an outdoor patio thing, and I guess someone was like peeking up from on there, and then he was like, "Oh shit, is this guy?" This guy was like peeking up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and he's like, "I'm gonna fucking light him up if he comes up again." And then he finally stands the full up, and it's like a kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then he's like,
Oh shit.
and he said that like he was like, "Holy shit, I almost blew this fucking kid's head off." And then it was like, "Yeah, you're playing peekaboo with a fucking sniper rifle." And I was like, "Holy shit, this guy almost like scarred himself for life with that fucking like
Yeah.
that moment." But that was just such an incredible. I was like, "Oh fuck."
I don't fucking point a gun at people.
Yeah. And then another documentary I saw was this. I still haven't been able to find it, but it was like this kid who murdered his dad at like 17, and like the dad was just, I mean, what a piece of garbage. This guy was like just abuser to the like to the point where the kid's all fucked up and he's in jail obviously because he killed his fucking dad.
Mhm.
And like he's telling stories about how it happened, how the whole thing was like, yeah, like I remember one time my dad beat the shit out of my mom so bad he ended up killing her, and he had to like resuscitate her in the living room.
Damn.
I just watched him like basically do chest compressions to my mom in the living room, and like after a while, like it was just my little brother, man. And he was talking about how like his little brother, he's like, I just can't imagine him hurting my little brother anymore. And then that's when he just had the idea that he told his mom, he's like, "Mom, I think I'm gonna kill my dad. I'm gonna kill dad." And then she was just like, well, make sure you. She was like scared, obviously, but she was like, "Dude, this is crazy! Like, holy shit! Like, because obviously they're fucking being beat to shit, right?"
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the scenes that really stuck out to me was this scene when they're in trial, right? So they're all, obviously they went to trial. He's being tried for murder, and then like the court's listening to these like horrific stories of how like he used to just beat the shit out of him, throw him across the room, put holes in the wall and all this shit. So all this story gets out and everybody's like crying, but like not because like the dude's dead, but because like these kids are going through this like traumatic experience, right? And the fucking brother of the guy who is like abusing the shit out of the kid and the wife, he goes up there and he's like, "They murdered a good man. My brother would have never put hands on nobody." And everybody's just like, holy fucking shit, bro. Read the fucking
Room.
dude.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
dude, like, cool, dude. He's your brother, but like, you gotta have his back. Like, dude, this guy was a piece of fucking garbage. Like, I'm sorry, bro. And then they're talking about how, like, you know, that people talk about how, like, you know, people in hostage situations, you kill the terrorists or whoever's doing that. Like, this is a man who held these people hostage for the last 16 years and shit. And like I said, it was just really like, holy fuck, bro. Really? Is this your like you don't know the truth? What's that he's trying to have his like movie moment, you know?
Yeah. You can't
Yeah.
handle the truth.
Yeah, you guys can't handle it. My brother was a good man. And it's just like, oh god, dude, shut the fuck up and just like and even the judge was like, he was sad, obviously, but he was like, you know, it's at the end of the day, like you murdered your dad. Like I'll be lenient, but like
Your
what
dad.
happened here, yeah. He literally says like what happened here is just a fucking tragedy. Like this is just like the stories that I've heard so far and all this, like it makes me super sad, and this is just a tragedy. And then he just sentenced him, and like I said, they have the fucking kid.
Yeah.
He's like super pale. He kind of looks he looks emo. He's kind of got that like emo haircut, you know, where it's kind of like it almost covers one eye.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
He had that. I still haven't been able to find the fucking documentary, dude, but it was so like, this is all on HBO, by the way. Sorry, I fucking really derailed this fucking thing.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
yeah, that was my experience with HBO. I was just like, damn, these documentaries are nuts.
Oh
I-
man.
I
But,
go
like-
further into it, but
Yeah.
I could go for hours.
We all
Mm.
can. We all go on a tangent. Trust me.
We all have different.
Like,
We all have that.
I'll just give you quick ones. Like, there's one where it's a documentary about a kid who ends up committing suicide, and he was obsessed with like filmography and shit. So he like films himself, and his whole family talks about him and shit. That one was really sad.
there was a during that era, I watch a lot of IFC channels, and there's a lot of great indie movies that I low key like still kind of reference in a lot of my games and my storytelling, but I can't find them for the life of me.
Yeah, there was another one who was like on this guy was he was like a war photographer,
Mhm.
and it just a cameraman following him through like where he went. I think he was going through like Eastern Europe and shit, and he was just like taking pictures. They're like really, like I said, he's a war photographer, and they were very powerful pictures of like basically people at like a funeral, and like, you know, they're burying their son because they're basically like having a blood feud with their Nate, like some fucking guy in another city. Like, oh, he killed my brother, so now I got to kill his brother, but now his brother retaliated and killed my sister. So
Oh.
it's like this constant back and forth and shit. And the dude, I mean, what do they call that stare? Not the 1,000-yard stare, but it's like it has hunter's eyes. There you go. You ever heard of hunter eyes?
No.
Their hunter's eyes are like very low set brows. And dude, this guy's hunter, I was like, oh dude, this guy either was born like that or he's seen some shit. I think this dude's seen some shit.
Just seen some shit.
Yeah.
So steer us back onto the topic a little
Sorry.
bit. No. Well, this is like, so, and I'm trying to make reference to like the HBO stuff we were just talking about, the documentaries, and like the stuff that Fujimoto has been inspired by, right? Clearly, he wears his influence on his sleeves, right? Like the two short stories, like the one about the film, the guy filming his mother, and like
Mhm.
whether or not like that girl is a vampire or that was just the explosion, like it that in itself is like an homage to his like love of film, right? Like what what is Chainsaw Man's what was his goal for Chainsaw Man? Like that is like that what I'm trying to understand. Like, are you just in your I gotta make a shonen? But like even Shonen did not acknowledge this guy's work. It was on Shonen Plus, where shonens go to die. Like, it was never publicized until like towards the end of the series, of the first part. Like, I think this is like what happens when like you have an idea. It's kind of, it's like, and this is funny too, because we talked about it earlier. It's like somebody at Square Enix loves Yoko Taro because they just give this man money to make games, but not like full on release games. They give him money to make 3 mobile games and an anime, but yet, like, when are we gonna get the next Nier, or when the next Dragon Guard, or something that's in between Nier and Dragon Guard, like, or like even today they just announced like all these another music orchestra tour that goes all the way to 2027 of next year.
Square Enix just throws money and shit. Like, you know what feels like a fever dream? That fucking VR Final Fantasy VII game.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn, dude, what the fuck is this?
But like,
Holy.
there's there was a tweet that said like Nier will continue, to be continued. So it's like, are they like? So somebody at Shonen really liked Fujimoto to the point where they didn't cancel a series, which they will cancel any series on a dime. But like, they're like, oh, you know, we have this new platform called like Shonen Plus. I guess we could put Spy X Family, or yeah, Spy Family was on that platform. Like all, like I think even like wasn't Demon Hunter on that as well?
Was it? I think.
Let me see. Let me see. Shonen. Shonen Plus. Because now. This Shonen Plus. Shonen Jump Plus. That's what I was like. Okay. Pre-launched. It was in 2014. Okay. So Fire Punch, Chainsaw Man, Hell's Paradise, Spy X Family, Kaiju number 8, and Dedana. Like, yeah, these are all like bangers. Oh my god, The World's End Harem Fantasia.
Wait, what?
You don't want to know. Oh my god.
No.
The 100 Girlfriends Who really love you. Oh my god.
Oh, they start there also.
Yeah, it started there too.
Oh, they made a documentary about me?
Where's your 100 Girlfriends at, Vic?
There you go to another school.
Yeah, so like a lot of the like, so somebody at Shonen Jump was like, or at Jump was like, you know, Fujimoto, we like your work. How about you?
$100,000.
Yeah, like we're gonna put you on our online platform, and like you'll just write it out there. And I think he just was like, fuck it, I'll write this story about a loser, and
I'm just gonna write some bullshit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna write some bullshit. And but then once you graduate from Shonen Jump Plus, they were like, oh yeah, you're on a
write some bullshit, Para.
What?
That's because you just want to write some bullshit. That's all.
But like when
they get paid for it.
I want to get paid for it.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, it got serialized in 2018. So it started in 2014, but it was the first, but mostly it was like online. No, wait, no. It was serialized in Shueisha's Shonen Jump Plus app on a website from July 2022. But then it got its full weekly release. When did it get its full weekly release? No, that's December 2020. So for 2 years it was on the app. But oh no, it's just I just like what like I'm still trying to process this. What? It's just
What drives them in?
what
Mara,
drives.
I've seen what you're what's that? I've seen what you like. That Walking Dead meme.
Yeah.
I've seen what kind of man you are, Para.
Like the movie did really well. What? Like non-anime fans or non-mangaka readers are going to be very upset when this anime comes to that conclusion. It's gonna feel so cartoonish. It's gonna, like you said, it's gonna feel fake as fuck.
I'll say this: I don't feel the catharsis of NG.
True.
When NGE's ending, probably I was like, what? This random girl shows up, steals all the character development, and then just goes like, and they walked off into the sunset. It's like, all right.
Like I guess.
Yeah, literally, like, I guess.
Yeah, I
Like,
guess.
all right.
This kind,
Then it's a happy ending.
It should have been me, not him.
it should have been me. Like, so I watched something that kind of feels like this, but even it had kind of like a better ending, but there was like a lot of extraneous forces at work that caused the series to end the way it did. Was Yellowstone. But because the last season there was a lot of like ego being thrown around from like the show producer, from Kevin Costner, from like everybody was just so high on their britches that the show was
Kevin
such
Costner? You mean Batman?
I mean,
The best Batman?
Ke-
Was it Kevin Costner?
no, he was never
No, I'm thinking
Batman.
of fucking.
You're thinking Val
what's his
Kilmer.
Yeah, I always get them confused. You know, it's so funny. I just saw Waterworld too.
Really? Like,
Not Kevin Costner. Is it Kevin Costner?
yeah, it's Kevin Costner.
Yeah. It is Kevin Costner and
Yeah, it's Kevin Costner.
oh, it's another guy I'm confusing him with. He did like rom-coms before he did fucking not George Clooney. Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, Michael Keaton and I get him confused with fucking.
Michael Keaton,
Costner.
dude. Michael Keaton is a weirdo. He's all I've ever grown up with him is seen him do weirdo shit. I've never seen him play in a rom-com before. He was fucking Beetlejuice.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
do
yeah.
Beetlejuice. What the?
And then
fuck?
he was in a prison movie where he was like a psycho.
Well, I'll say this because Batman was 1989.
Yeah.
So like before, we're talking about like
Yeah, even before Batman, he did weirdo shit.
Mr. Mom. I gotta look at his IMDb. Let's pick through your IMDb, motherfucker. He's not a motherfucker. I'm just being a little crazy right now.
A little crazy.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. What the fuck? Oh, he's a volunteer, I guess.
So while you're doing that, like
Ignore me.
what like guys, I'm trying to like if we have to compare part 1 and part 2 now,
Mhm.
what what did we get out of part 2 that matches or meets part 1 in any capacity? Or is it different?
Say or.
Is this different in a good way or a bad way?
I'll say I think I messaged you. It is a very subversion of our expectations.
Yeah, but like I hate when people use that term because that's just like code for bullshit.
I know.
It's like
it's such a catch-all.
Yeah.
Well, everything can subvert our expectations.
Yeah, everything could something shitty like, oh, I baked a cake. Oh, but it tastes bad. No, I was subverting your expectation, bro. You were expecting to have a good cake, but really I baked a bad cake.
Actually, it meant to taste like dog shit.
Yeah. It's like, no, take responsibility for your fuck up and like don't, which is like the thing I'm like really hung up on is there's been no statement from Fujimoto. Which is why I think that, but like clearly he had to write a memo, submit it to Jump. Jump received it. Jump probably called him. Was like, "Hey man, why are you ending it? Like, why are you ending it, bro?" Like there, but
Yeah.
there,
I said so.
That Family Guy clip.
like there's been like and like everybody, and the fact there's been no like, and this is definitely like maybe more Western style mindset thinking than like the Asian, like, you know, Eastern style thinking, is that like if like tomorrow, like it, like I'll give you a good example that happened, just something recently happened in like pop culture, right? So The Bachelor, the new Bachelor like show got canceled because the lady,
A girl. dude.
yeah, the lady
Oh, I
like was
telling-
beating on her husband.
Like bad.
Yeah, bad, like
Holy shit.
unexcusable.
Unhinged.
Yeah,
Unhinged psycho bitch. back.
yeah. So, like, clearly in Hollywood, you know, that circulates, that gets around. Publicists have to call publicists. You know, they have to call the studio. Like ABC has to be like, you know, they have to go through the whole. There's a whole process, but nobody's gonna keep their mouth shut. Everybody's gonna talk, like, oh, well, you know, this, you know, such and such happened, or this is happening. Like nobody keeps their mouth shut in Hollywood. Because it's just like a snowball that just keeps on rolling, which eventually, you know, it got canceled. So word got out, it snowballed, it picked up traction, people talked about it, got reported. But this is so, oh yeah, it's the end. Bye. Oh, here, Viz Media put out a statement, but like nobody from Jump has said anything. None of his assistants have said anything on Twitter. Nothing's being said on Reddit. Nothing, like no statement from Fujimoto saying like thank you, except for like the title, like literally the beginning chapter says thank you Chainsaw Man. Like that's it. Like that's like his own word. Like that's like his own
Didn't
words.
Didn't he put out a message?
No, there's no message.
No, he did.
Where?
I remember reading it. It
Where?
was like at the end of the manga. Let me look it up. 'Cause I do remember seeing it. It was something like, thank you for follow. It was something. Thank you for following along, Chainsaw Man. I hope you can follow me to the next work. I mean,
Are you
I was
like?
gonna
Can
say,
you
Para,
source that? Can you link that to me?
It's like quantum physics, Para. You don't witness the ending. Did it ever really happen?
Well, it's like if a tree falls in the forest, did it really happen?
Which is so weird. Quantum mechanics are so
Well,
strange.
it's the Schrodinger, it's Schrodinger, like
Schrodinger.
yeah, it's like it like.
Schrodinger's dilemma.
Did you post it to me? I just like I said, this feels so calculated. Like I feel like tomorrow, and this is gonna be really funny. Like this is gonna be so funny on my YouTube. Like if tomorrow there's like a statement and there's like a whole nother chapter, and it's just like haha, and it's like it's not called Chainsaw Man, it's called like Power. What's her nickname?
The Bloodfin.
Like the Magnificent or whatever. It's just a chapter about power, but then it does this whole like reverb of like Denji, like we saw the fucking heart. Poochie's still in his chest.
Yeah, but that something that I noticed about that is that he doesn't have the stutter. Uchida is just chilling as his heart, listening to Denji's stream. That's something I like, honestly.
But they're okay. The one thing I will just kind of criticize this whole, and it's just kind of like a nitpicking thing about this world, is that if there are devils, then where's God?
Where are the angels?
or just where is
God would send his
I mean,
angels.
there is
where is
devil,
divine justice? Where is the cosmic? Where's the foil to the evil universe? Unless this is just an evil universe. This is just
Not Ara, I think you hit on something. We'll be
What?
back after these
Personally, I don't think that devils in this universe are like biblical devils.
no. You said I hit on something. What did I hit on?
No, I was just joking. I was like, we'll be back after this message.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm just.
But
It
I was
does
thinking
bring
of
into
something like
question.
that.
The devils are basically fallen angels, right?
In the mythology, in like the lore, yeah, all angels are descendant, or all demons are descended from heaven that fell from grace.
Yeah, during Lucifer's
Rebellion, yeah.
He's just like, I run this shit. I say the rules, and I say you gotta leave.
You gotta
I
leave,
say you gotta leave, God.
dude.
What's that? That I think I sent it to you. It's like,
Do you think something that I just thought of? How do you think the Bible would be written the same way if it was written today?
What?
Do you think the Bible would be written the same if it was written today?
No, well, the ironic part about the Bible was, if it was written today, is that it was written like it was today. There's this whole council that basically decided right when Constantinople was about to die, they're like, okay, what are we going to put in the Bible and what are we not going to put in the Bible, guys? Because there's all these things that we probably don't want in the Bible. Like maybe that Jesus Christ's descendants lived on and they're like out there somewhere. Like Mary Magdalene did conceive like Jesus Christ's like children, or like maybe like the fact that like there's a whole Lilith, there's a first wife versus like the second Eve that wasn't made out of the rib cage of what's of Adam. Like the Dead Sea Scrolls, like there's a lot of like stuff that was like misinterpreted, or not misinterpreted, but was basically evaluated, because that was Constantinople's like order, as like every Roman had to convert to Catholicism. And so on his deathbed, he converted to Catholicism, and then that would become the new established religion of the Roman, and that's why it became the Holy Roman Empire after that.
Fun fact, Armenia was the first country to make Christianity its first country's religion or whatever. I didn't know that. That's why they get their own. That's why they get their own sector in Jerusalem or whatever.
Yeah. So if the Bible was written today, it would be exactly written by the same way that was written back then. It's scrutinized. It'd be like, we don't like these parts. Oh, there's a lot of female empowerment in this tale. Oh, the scripture between like Joseph and like the Romans. Oh, did Jesus really did resurrect, or was it like a phenomena that happened that caused him to like suffer and then he just kind of woke up? Like where did like the spirit go? Where did like there's a lot of like, and the problem is like after that version of the Bible, there's the King James version, which is also another like basically like quote unquote watered down version of the Bible.
That's the Protestant one, no?
What's that?
That's the Protestants. No?
Yeah. Like there's like all these are just letters in scripture. These are all just tales that were passed on. Like Revelations is just the part that they wanted to add to Christianity to scare Christians, but maybe there's a lot more details to Revelations that we don't even know of.
This is above my pay grade.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Yeah.
I grew up Catholic my whole life, so I know all this shit. So
Yeah, no, you got the lower.
yeah, I have the lore. But like that's what I'm saying is like how do we even get into this tangent? I forgot.
I don't know. It's like, we were talking about angels in Chainsaw Man.
Oh yeah, like what like
Ma-
that's the part that like kind of ruins Chainsaw Man a little bit for me, is that there's no balance. It's just all it's just evil has filled the world and that's it. There's no sign.
I mean,
Like
to be
even the
fair-
angel demon isn't even an angel. It's just the fear of angels. But they're not
To be
actually
fair-
religious.
To be fair, these are not like biblical angels. It's more like representations or things.
Yeah. Everything is a tulpa. Everything is an idea manifested.
Oh, like Persona?
Yeah, kind of.
Fuck off. You know what I'm talking about. Fifth Conspiracy coming out first quarter 2025. No, wait, we're in 2026. All right. 2026.
Damn.
Ah, boo, boo.
Boo.
Boo, boo this man.
Boo this man. I don't know. I'm a little lost in the sauce thinking about like I just feel like I said every week I have just been lamenting how bad this second part has been. And like now that it ended like this, I feel completely justified, but it's been just such a fucking waste of time.
You know what, dude? I think you're wrong.
No, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Last of Us Part 2. All the shit feels like the Last of Us Part 2. Like
Oh,
every chapter, every time I played that game, it just got worse and worse and worse and worse. And I hated it for not the obvious reasons why people hate things, but I was trying to like understand on an intellectual level. And I was like, huh? What you're building towards something there, Fujimoto? You're building towards something? Okay. Oh, jerk off scene in the alley? Okay, I get that's an artistic choice. Okay, that's an artistic
that's
choice.
the first one to do it. Come on.
Oh, he's
Okay,
not the
what's
first
his
one to
name?
do it. Trust me. I'm pretty sure I could find some bad.
I mean, yeah.
I can find like there's been a ton of sexual awakenings in like anime and mangaka before this.
Okay, put a hand job
Look,
in the alley.
look at what Shinji did. Dude.
That
wasn't.
that
that's
was-
not the thing.
that was
not
def-
the thing.
that to me was Ono being like that was like, oh, this is for all the death threats I got.
Yeah, like, yeah, you like this character? Then let me show you what.
Yeah, like, but that I applaud him for that. Actually, I'm like, you go, King, you go. You tell all those fans to fuck right off.
True.
Like there is a level of like mockery to a fan base I secretly love, but this is not a mockery. This is lazy. It's fake. Like you said, everything feels fake. It feels cartoonish. It feels fake. Like, I know we're just keep on references, but what, you some sort of chainsaw man? Like it's like, oh, it's like she's some kind of control devil. Like, oh, it feels like fucking Big Bang Theory and like 2.5 Men style. Like this feels so bad. It's so corny.
I don't know. I got like lost in the lore like part way through Chainsaw Man. I don't know when, but like I said, this ending doesn't feel as cathartic as the Neon Genesis one, where it's just like, and then they lived happily ever after, and I'm like,
It wasn't happily ever after. It's just goodbye, Ava. It's goodbye.
Yeah. It was just Shinji growing up.
Yeah, it's like we already had our ending. The ending has already been there. It's just goodbye. It's thank you for
I
being.
wonder what the fuck is gonna be. What the fuck is Yokotaro?
Oh, dude, Yokotaro, dude, I'm gonna smoke that shit direct. I'm a hard line that shit so hard. I'm gonna be like, what you got for me? What you got for me, Yokotaro? What you got? I can take it. I can take it.
As soon as that shit drops, I wanna watch it with you. No matter what.
Dude, I'll host
like
that.
me.
We can
I
host.
need your insight.
Oh no, I'll host like a Discord party. We'll watch it.
Hell yeah.
I cannot, because like I said, End of Ava was so cathartic. It was so like, oh, I'm a grown up. I'm a grown up. Vic, we're
still
grown
remember
ups.
watching
I spent
the
money.
fucking-
I walked into a
I'm a
theater.
big kid now.
Yeah, I walked into a theater. I handed the person money. I sat down and I watched a grown up becoming a grown up. And then the camera turned to me and says, "You're the grown up now." And I was like, "Thank you." No one's ever told me I was a grown up before, but you did. You told me I'm a grown up now.
Thank you, Evangelion. I'm gonna go have family.
But that's literally how I felt. Was like that was the only time in my whole entire life I felt like that
Wow.
that somebody
That
says
someone
like,
acknowledges you.
yeah,
Like,
acknowledge me for watching Ava and growing up with it and being like, yeah, we all grow up, dude, and you grew up. Thank you for being here. Thank you for growing up with me.
I refuse.
Well, I mean, I'm on literally twitch.tv/out of order show, streaming to a video game website talking about anime. We're clearly not fucking grown up.
Hey,
Well,
But
I'm
hey.
more grown up than you.
But clearly the rest of the world's not grown up because we literally have fucking idiots ruling the world. That are way more
Yeah.
fuck ups than I am.
Oh, that's a reference. What's his face? No, the. Oh my god, why am I brain farting? in this
You're
thing?
brain farting. Pretty
I
bad,
don't know, I'm
actually.
fucking tired.
Yeah, I'm tired too. I don't know if I'm gonna play Donkey Kong after this because I'm still like, I'm drained. I've been feeling it all day. I had a pretty
no
busy
kidding.
day, and like now that I'm like getting this all off my chest, like I just feel like, bro, like come on, like what are we doing? Are we just here to suffer? Like, I hope I want to be proven so wrong. I want this video to be so dated. Like by tomorrow, like
It's like he doesn't know, chat.
yeah, he doesn't know. Like I want somebody to leave a comment being like he didn't know what was about to happen next day. Sort type shit.
oh man, I really do want that also.
Okay. Prediction. This is the part I was gonna predict.
Yeah.
So 232, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What if this, like, because this feels very cornball, this feels very Lost last episode, Big Bang Theory, all the, what Vic's been nailing it today. You're some sort of chainsaw man. Like, what if they put out a new chapter next Tuesday and it's chapter 232, and it's just like, it's like Groundhog Day, and the next like 5 chapters, it's technically the end, but it's just Denji living this fake, like we just get another fake episode, another fake what if, as he slowly starts to be like Poochie's, like he didn't really kill himself. He's just trying to live out Denji's dream, but then Denji's like, "Oh, this is all fake," and it just keeps on repeating until we finally get like the real ending. That's the fake out. That is the only thing I can imagine that's the fake out, is that the end is the end is 232, but next chapter is 232, and the chapter after that is 232, and the next chapter after that is 232, because it's just all these different what ifs until
That'd be sick. But like, wow, I'm pretty sure this was the end.
yeah, but like I said, we would have heard something by now. We would have heard a
Whisper.
like something about the show, or just everything about this whole thing. It would have been more publicized that this is the end. It would be like there'd be a statement from Jump saying like, thank you Fujimoto for the last 8 years. Like there'd be more fanfare about this, unless the dark truth, and we are in the darkest timeline. The dark truth is that Fujimoto is like, I wrote myself into a place I couldn't get out of, so I'm just gonna end it abruptly. The end.
Oh, here. Have fun.
Does that?
No, I found the message.
Oh, you found the message.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, because I've looked at like 3 articles today, and all there's is like last week was the abrupt announcement that it was going to end soon, but I was like, oh, is it going to end in April? Is it going to end in May? Like I was
Little did you know.
Yeah, and like
There we go. Put it in general.
you put it in general. Okay. Thank you. Anime update. Okay, who is this posted by? Or is this like a statement from message at the end of Chainsaw Man Part 2, the end. Thank you for reading. Please look forward to Suki Fujimoto Sensei's next work. But where is the original? Where is the source at? Where was this posted at? Was it this on?
I think it was. So I remember reading it at the manga page. Let me see.
That like I just, let me see. I'm gonna look at the, if there's like a longer tweet. The Devil May Cry Part 2. Platinum Man. God, what a fucking disappointment that was. Yeah, Manga Plus is currently down due to the influx of readers of the ending of Chainsaw Man 2. Chainsaw Man has officially ended with no Part 3 announcements. There's no follow-up. That's it. Yeah, like I said, it seems so abrupt that, like I said, there's either two things. It's either a fake out, or like this is just Fujimoto. Like I've been harking, like I've been talking so much shit on Fujimoto that he doesn't like drawing, he doesn't like creating this like content. He just wants to be Mr. Beast. He just wants the views and the lamentation and just do cool shit every day. Like
What is good in life? You see the lamentation of the women.
But like if that's not the case, then like I can't. He writes such good, like there is a deep artistry to his work. I can't believe he would throw it all away for the sake of like, I'm done. Or I would believe he would try to ride out the storm, be like, okay, yeah, this is getting a little crazy. Maybe I should probably like lock the fuck in, get the story back on the rails, and like finally finish it. Like finally end it the way I wanted. Like I had an idea, or like somebody goaded me into writing this part 2, and I had some idea where it was gonna end. Because this doesn't feel like a planned thing. This doesn't feel like this doesn't feel real.
Wait a minute.
Hold on, wait. Shonen Jump Plus Japanese app deleted most of the, if not all, the negative top-rated comments beneath Chainsaw Man's final chapter. There are some that were at 20K and 50K likes that are just gone. I looked this morning. Friends can confirm just right now they're poofed. I wonder what happened. Wonder what that happened with Jujutsu Kaisen. Why would people talk about Jujutsu Kaisen?
Because they curse stuff.
Denji after being called Chainsaw Man. Say it again. Yeah, it just seems so.
Yeah, it is not the ending people wanted. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, and like I said, if you want to end it, then like end it. And like I said, if this is just the way he wants to end it, then like everything, like his, like looking back, and that other short story, what was it called? I'm gonna look it up. Where's that short story at? I'm gonna find that short story. It was called
The guy turns into Carol.
Goodbye Aaron.
Oh, goodbye, Abby.
Yeah, Goodbye Aaron. Like if that is peak Fujimoto, and then he ends this, I will, like I said, I will consider anime not art anymore. I'm just like, dude, you're just fucking, everything's a fucking cartoon at this point. Like, I shouldn't take this shit seriously anymore. Which I say that, but then, you know, like, I'll watch like fucking, what's that one anime that got me back into anime? Literally the one anime that got me back into anime watching. Can't remember what it is anymore.
Oh, did Pochita eat it?
No, it's the one, Crazy Taxi. No, wait, is it called Crazy?
What? That's a game.
No, Taxi.
Crazy Taxi game.
It's something taxi anime where they're all a bunch of animals. Odd Taxi. That's literally that is literally the anime that got me back into watching anime. Because there was like a moment where I was like, man, I was like a boomer ass fucking boomer, where I was like, back in my day, anime was so much better. Attack on Titan and everything past that has been so bitch made basic. And then I was like, one dude was like, you should watch Odd Taxi. It's kind of cool. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll watch it. And I was like, oh my God, this is so fucking good. And then Chainsaw Man was like, oh my God, it's so fucking good. And then I watched Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer. And I'm like, oh, this is mid.
Yeah, there's a lot of recency bias with like anime that comes out. Oh Jesus! Okay, I gotta go to bed.
Okay.
I'm tired as fuck.
Okay, well, we'll end it.
1 a.m.
Yeah, it's like gonna be 1 a.m. So I want to end this on like our final thoughts, like ultimate final thoughts. Vic, go.
It's an abrupt ending. I don't think anybody saw this coming. to say anybody that did would have had to have been like Nostradamus. I see why people are mad.
Yeah.
I personally was just getting lost. I literally got lost in the sauce, and I don't mean that figuratively. Like, I got lost. I was like, okay, what's happening now? And I don't know. I just kind of feel like, all right, I guess it's over. You know, you're left scratching your head, and that's it. That's the ending.
Yeah.
Like, literally, you're just left scratching your head.
Doppel, final thoughts.
I'll be honest, I try being optimistic about this ending, because like characters that I like have like actual possible, they may have a future where they live. And like the scene where Asa is like actually falling down and Denji stops her from doing that is, I actually really like that moment, because it's like where everything went wrong with Asa's life, you know. Shikari guilt that wasn't hers, and that eventually led her to Yari and that kind of stuff. And also her teacher that was like a fucking pedophile got killed, thankfully.
Yeah.
So that art student that was jealous of her at the beginning won't kill her. So she gets the chance to not be ostracized. So she gets a future. But yeah, I am disappointed with Powers, like whole thing. I was expecting more from them.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's positives, but there's a lot more that could have been done.
Yeah, for sure.
It's overall what I think.
I think I've said enough for everybody. So I think everybody knows how I feel about it. It just, like I said, it's either the best fake out of all time and we're gonna get bombarded with news tomorrow, or this is just lazy and Lost. It's just it's the anime version of Lost. So anyways, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you staying up with me. You guys have a good night. I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right.
Yeah, dude. Hopefully we get to play Wednesday.
Yeah, hopefully tomorrow. I'll try to get on early and play some Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday.
Yep.
Forgot. See ya.
All right, peace out. So, I'm gonna change the title. I think I'm not gonna play some Donkey Konga. I think I'm gonna just leave it at Chainsaw Man discussion. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So, oh wow, yeah, just it isn't. I don't know. I've said my piece. Like I said, I want to be proven wrong. I want this video to be so ratioed and so like just a bad, just like, oh yeah, guess what, guys, it was all fake out. Like I want this video, I want to make the next video being like, hey guys, look how crazy that ending was, right? It was totally a fake out. Like Fujimoto really really nailed it. Like he really like did the switcheroo. But I will see. We'll see in the next one. So if you're watching later on YouTube, if you're watching this, thank you so much. Leave a comment on how you think the Chainsaw Man ending was. And be sure to like the video. Subscribe if you want to see more of my dumb face. I'm a variety broadcaster here on twitch.tv/OutofOrder and on YouTube. So check out my content there. Otherwise, thank you so much. Be good to one another and peace forever.